It's Troy Casey. So let's see. We're gonna go a little more angular. How about that? We'll try that. Okay, we're over here. We're doing Qigong in the park. That's Cathedral Rock. If you guys are tuning in on Facebook and Instagram, we're over at Cathedral Rock. I'll let Grand Rising. In your last live stream, I saw a guy creeping behind you guys. He was wearing a mask. Okay, maybe he's a CIA member, or maybe he's a mentor. Maybe he's a member of the entertainment community, and he's virtue signaling to us. Okay. I don't know what the hell's going on planet Earth, guys. All right. Maybe you guys can inform me. All right. So here we go. We're at a different part of Qigong in the park today. So change is the only constant in the universe. Let's get the right angle so you guys can see the work that we're going to perform. We're going to move our bodies today. Wow. Qigong in the park. All right, Qigong in the park, baby. We are here. We are here right now. And then, let's see, Barbero, I think, is going to join us today. Awesome. So, all right, let's see. We're going to move this one.
Get this baby set up, yeah, then I'll be on here.
Yeah, Grand Rising there, big dog. Okay,
yeah, large.
Here we go, living large. We got our European call today. Let me know if any of you people out there want to get your entrepreneurial gumption in check, right? Your financial literacy. All right, here we go, guys. Looking for no goat heads on the old feet. How are we gonna do? How about right here? Okay, we're gonna be right here. We're right here for the YouTube viewing pleasure. Okay, move some rocks out of the way. And so we got the YouTube looking perfect. Okay, get the Facebook up closer. For you psycho chickens out there in Facebook land, the metaverse. Uh-oh, our friend got kicked off. Let's see if we can accept him back in. And that friend would have been me, right? It's Troy Casey, Certified Health Nut. And I'm going live today with Doug Evans, creator of Organic Avenue. He's got a juicing company. And, okay, we're doing cool, all right? Are we right in the right place? Let's see. This one's gonna come over a little bit more. Bam-o, right there. And this one is going to move right here. Okay, we're gonna start swinging away. Rudimentary Qigong moves, right? I just got a cactus leaf in me. Here we go. All right, there's a form of perfectionism that I'm living with right now. It's not that bad. It's not full-blown neurosis. It's just, you know, I want to get it fairly right for your viewing pleasure. Without a cameraman, we guess a little bit here. We guess. So we got 3 platforms, and Would you like to watch my neurotic nature? It's not that bad, right? It's not that bad. I think we all have it. Okay. All right, I want full perfection. All right, I want full perfection. Semi-perfection, full perfection. I want it perfect. Let's face it. I want it perfect. And I want everything that's coming to me, as my friend Anthony Zerbe would say. I want everything's coming to me. Okay. Put a comment in the box and let me know if you're neurotic too. And if you got that neurosis in check, right? All right, we're gonna start swinging away anytime soon. Anytime I abate or abandon my neurosis. Let me see, can it be seen over there? Are my feet on the ground? All right, let me just adjust this. One more wee smidgen. This one will be it, okay? Then we're gonna get to work, right? This is sunrise Qigong in the park. Sunrise Qigong in the park. And here's a new one. How about we just start swinging away, right? 75% of your weight goes up on one foot. The rocks and the natural fibers are stimulating the old toesy woesies. I shifted a little bit because I didn't want to hear all that construction noise today. And we've got what do we got? We got Cathedral Rock right here, right in the crosshairs. And it's looking pretty. Right? It's looking pretty. We're just gonna swing away, guys, okay? 75% of your weight goes on one foot. And then you're swinging to the next side. Eyes are closed, tongue is on the roof of the mouth. You're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Wondering if you guys saw my interview yesterday with Ali from the Sedona Warrior Tribe. He's my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coach. And he told stories of growing up with Rickson Gracie's family. And so pretty powerful. He was best friends with Rickson Gracie, Rickson's son, who passed away, and he talked about that story a little bit as well. And so, very powerful story. I'm a bit enamored with the Gracie family legacy, and I'm very grateful to be, working with Ollie here, because of course he trained with Rickson Gracie and the Gracie family for many years. As a kid, as a child. So that's on Facebook, and then we're gonna chop it up, make some digital snacks, and use the extended play for all my exclusive content that I'm building for my new platform. And so we have a membership site coming. So in the meantime, we do as much free stuff as possible, right? Eyes are closed, tongue is on the roof of the mouth. I'm gonna stand a little sideways so that I don't fall off balance. We're out in nature, baby. Nature's not paved and even, right? We're just swinging back and forth. We're keeping it simple, guys. Qi means energy, Gong means practice. This is an energy cultivation practice. We're on day 85 of 100 consecutive days. Day 85 of 100 consecutive days. And we're just keeping it simple. We're swinging and this is going to lubricate the tissues, take any kind of electromagnetic impingements, because we are electromagnetic beings. Taking in all the cosmic energy all the time. We're always doing breath work. The question is are you aware? And for that reason, we could say you're always meditating. The question is, are you aware of your body in time and space and your consciousness at the same time? Or do you get lost in thought and you live in the virtual metaverse, scrolling on your phone? This is analog. This is back to basics, guys. This is ancestral, ancient, primordial ways. You're just turning on the electricity inside the human body. Swinging back and forth. 75% of your weight goes on one foot, and then you're swinging back. 75% of your weight goes on one foot, and then you're swinging back and forth. So curious if any of you guys are watching my Save Sedona series, all the local politics, the Airbnb, short-term rentals, investment firms scooping up single-family homes. People that want to live here are having huge challenges finding available housing and affordable housing, right? The inflation that kicked in, I think 40% of our money was printed in the last 2 years, right? Most people don't realize there was 660 billion. Eyes are closed. On the horizon, the twist is going into the cervical units. Slow it down, play with your tempo, bend your knees and your ankles, find your position. Tongue on the roof of the mouth, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Scrape the air across the back of your throat. Ujjayi breathing in yoga, ocean breath. So we have $660 billion worth of paper before the 2008 cash grab, land grab, housing crisis, manufactured housing crisis by the banksters. And then the US government allowed it, and then Obama bailed out the banks. Do you remember that? So during that time, Bush printed $1 trillion on his way out, and then Obama printed another $1 trillion on his way in. That's $2 trillion. The difference between $1 billion and $1 trillion, $1 million is a briefcase full of hundreds. $1 billion is a pallet full of hundreds. And $1 trillion is a football field full of pallets. It's a big difference. It watered your money down and made it worth less, literally and figuratively. Right, my mom lost 2 houses in that little move, and my grandmother's will and heir, right? She left a house in West Hartford, Connecticut. I think they sold that and moved to Hawaii. Remember, you don't own your house, the bank does. The mortgage does. It's an illusion that you're owning your own house. Right? That's the illusion that they sell you. And then they siphon off that cash with inflation. And then ultimately, if they just grab the deed because you defaulted on it, on a convertible instrument, fractional reserve lending, what do they call that? Derivatives. The bank doesn't own the note. They chop it up in these investment firms and make derivatives out of it, and then they sell that. But what they're doing now is a big land grab. So I'm wondering if you guys are watching my video series on Save Sedona. Hashtag Save Sedona. So, I don't know what I'm going to do the next few months, right? I've got my family. My mind is on land and water. If I can secure that. The thing is nobody's going to be safe anywhere. I definitely think it's going to be better being outside of the cities as the shift continues to come through our consciousness. Right? As the shift continues to come through our consciousness. So I'm wondering if you guys are watching that series or not. Okay, I'm just gonna leave this here. I didn't want it in the shot, but I don't care. We're gonna see what happens. It's completely in the shot. All right, here, see that? My neurosis came back. My neurosis came back. Okay, there we go. Who cares? All right. You know what? I'm going to work with my neurosis. I'm going to leave the camera in the shot. It's probably going to drive me fucking nuts. And so, okay, here we go. All right, we're swinging. We're just swinging, guys. You guys enjoying my neurosis? You got a better view now. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right. We're just swinging, guys. We're just swinging. Keeping it simple. Keeping it simple. Big shout out to Danny over there at Creature World for giving me the sweater. Creature World. Yep. Thanks, bro. It's a big hit. It's a big hit, man. All right, and we're just swinging away. Namaste, motherfuckers. We're just swinging. Oh, man. Oh, this feels so good. Get back there. Okay, tomorrow Klaus will be back. He'll help me out a little bit. He'll help me out with my neurosis. The thing is you guys write me and tell me the sound is off or this or that. So obviously the producer in me wants to get it perfect, right? Old Hollywood, when I used to work in Hollywood, man, boy, oh boy, you get on the set, man, and it'd be nothing but hurry up and wait. You wait forever, right? They were setting the shot. They were doing what I'm doing on camera right now. Getting everything, setting up the sound. Man, we went from overproduction to, super simple. I got one microphone, 3 tripods, 3 cameras, and 3 platforms, right? Because Web 2.0 got us all connected. Right? There are positive aspects about the internet and Facebook and Google and all the CIA money that poured into the Stanford area to develop the computers. And remember, we chemically castrated the gentleman that invented the computers. Right? The governments at the time were against homosexuality, and they put him in a sanitarium, a psychological prison, and doped him up with hormones, synthetic hormones, It drove him crazy, and he committed suicide. So this is the way we treat our visionaries. This is the way we treat all humans. So watch the false narrative of inclusion they're trying to pump down your throats right now. It was only a very short amount of time and there's still places in the world where they kill homosexuals. And now all of a sudden, overnight, they're normalizing dysfunction. Hormonal replacement, for children. This is fucking dangerous for human beings. Confusing people about their sexuality, that goes at the fundamental baseline of who people are, who human beings are. And then when they're confused, marginalized, pushed out, and then they're like, hey, I mutilated my body and I believed I was a unicorn and here I am, and now my body's all fucked up, my brain's all fucked up, people still don't accept me. And what happened? I thought this was acceptable. And then people go and commit suicide and all sorts of stuff. This is dysfunction, guys. This is pure dysfunction. It is not a healthy existence, right? It is mental illness. Mental illness. Go back to universal law, natural law, the law of polarity, the law of gender. Study natural law to understand how much you're being fucking lied to. Just absolutely lied to. So if they're lying about that, they're lying about everything. Everything you see on the news is a lie. Everything you see on the news is propagated for you to believe and think in a certain way. It's called mind control. It's called propaganda. It's called social engineering, right? Manufacturing dissent. So everything on the news and anything commercial is intertwined with the weapons manufacturers, the drug cartels, the banksters, the agribusiness chemical companies that continue to keep you sick. They're trying to say they're feeding people. We're not feeding people. We are making people sick, obese. 70% of the American people are obese or overweight. 1 in 2 will get cancer. So this is the fucked up norm. This is the new normal, right? There was an epidemic before the plandemic, right? Foodborne illnesses. Food is medicine, and so now food is poison. Childhood obesity, childhood cancer, ADHD, these are coming from the chemical poisons they are putting in your food. I continuously talk with clients who think they're eating food and organic food, but what they're eating is packaged crap. And the packaging affects the food, affects your biochemistry when it goes into your body. You want to be working with farmers, farmer direct, and grow your own food. Wrap your head around that. In the meantime, you can get the vegetation, drink your salads from my superfood store, from our farms to your family. Our farms are far away from city centers. You don't hear tractors and stuff like that on our farms. There's no freeways going through our farms, etc. And so you're going to get high quality nutrients. A lot of people are, so guys, eyes closed, twist goes into the cervical units by keeping your eyes on the horizon. Tongue is on the roof of your mouth, and we're swinging back and forth. Only 4 to 6% of the food on the market is organic. So you can drink your vegetables and get your micronutrition. Now there's a lot of talk about, with Liver King and Carnivore, Paul Saladino, and Gundry was onto it before, right? Dr. Gundry. Plant lectins, plant enzymes, plant poisons, right? It's for the survival of the plant. And so, for example, apples, apple seeds, they get fermented in the mouth of a bear, and then they don't get digested in the stomach of a bear, and then the bear poops it out, and then it's ready to grow an apple tree, right? The DNA of plants is designed properly. And so you look at the plants, and then the fruits that it bears, you have to prepare the fruits, the grains, whatever you want to call it, properly to digest in the human body. Now, because of manufacturing and also because of commercial agriculture, we've hybrided things and we've made these poisons. Well, we've hammered the gut microbiome with glyphosate and other toxic compounds, industrial compounds. And then these phytic acids, lectins, enzyme inhibitors, plant proteins, they inflame the gut because it's in everything, like wheat, for example, is in everything, corn's in everything, soy's in everything. So these things inflame a gut that's already inflamed and compromised, right, by the very industrial chemicals. And then those industrial chemical companies are also multinational conglomerates with the drug cartels, the pharmaceutical companies. Right? And then they pay for advertising. They own and dominate the media. They own the media. So everything that you see on the news and everything you see in commercial media, authenticity is the new commodity. So that's why people resonate with someone like my message, right? I'm living whatever I'm talking, I have to live. Otherwise, it's all bullshit, right? So Paul Saladino and the Liver King can say that, all vegetables are poison, right? And only eat fruit. There's a whole subset of people that stay away from all carbohydrates. So I don't want to hear it. Like, this is the way to do it now. It's like, get your hybrided fruit and you can eat this, but you can't eat that. All right, great. Look, I figure human beings are adaptable, and if we're starving enough, we can get vegetation. Herbs have been used for long periods of time. You have to prepare it. Tea or extraction, alcohol extraction. You put it in an alcohol mash, and it extracts the medicine out of it. So this is historically what we've done. And yes, we ate less vegetation. And yes, I do believe kale is indigestible for a lot of people. And so, but juicing things and drying them and sprouting them, this prepares them. They're pre-digested. If they can get into your bloodstream, right, they are a viable nutritional source. If it inflames the gut and causes other problems, then don't utilize that, right? And you're going to have to test everything. You're always testing everything. The question is are you aware of what's working and what's not? So Qi means energy, Gong means practice. This is an energy cultivation practice. So again, lectins, phytic acids, plant proteins, allicin in wheatgrass and greens. Some of these are not meant for the system, and or because they're vaccine injured, they can't handle certain nutrients. Allicin is part of, I do believe, the mustard plant, which is also in garlic and onions. So, and everyone's different, but again, if you chuck it down your neck, you feel energy and you're not inflamed, okay, that can work for you for right now. Nuts, grains, and seeds. Clients hate when I tell them that nuts, grains, and seeds all have, phytic acids on them. So they require to be sprouted, small amounts, and it may still not work for you. So we've got to test everything. That's why I put people on an elimination diet. I do the 10-day transformation, which is in the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. Clean people out, with natural materials, a little bit of calories. They go into calorie restricted fasting. Body goes into autophagy. And ketosis. Ketosis is fat burning. Autophagy is scavenging dead cells or cancerous cells. This is the purpose of fasting. Fasting and sleep are the best ways to heal the human body. Most people need rest. Most people need more yin than yang. Yang is fire. Most people are facing burnout. It's all in my book, 7 Factors of Stress. Quantifying and qualifying what actual stress is. Stress is a hormonal response. Over time, chronic elevated stress creates inflammation. Inflammation creates disease. Disease kills dreams. Number one element in my book is your dream, your purpose, your legacy, and utilizing alchemy and calling forth what is in the heart's desire. We're just swinging away, guys. We're lubing up the tissues. All right, shake that out. Let's do a little bit of bounce. I got jiu-jitsu today. We're going with Ollie. So we're just bouncing, guys. Just bouncing. Got jiu-jitsu today. Loving the chess game. And I'm starting slow because I'm very aggressive. So I get to go slow and grow from there. And so I'm going slow with my training with Ben as well. You know, I don't need to kill myself in the gym. The Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a good workout. The warm-ups are an incredible workout. Monkey crawls, shrimping, oompa, a lot of hip work. I like the falling, right? Falling, boom, hitting the ground. It's all good technique and technology. Good discipline. Just shaking out. All right, let's do some Qigong breath work, okay? We're gonna inhale. Do the Tai Chi ruler without the ruler. How about that? So inhale. Exhale. Really feel the weight coming over that front foot. Check your balance. Heel comes up in the back. And the inhale, the toes come up in the front. The slower you move, the faster Qi moves. This also works with taking in all the cosmic energy, moving it through your chakra systems. Inhale. And just switch sides as you see fit. You know, it's martial arts, so make it beautiful if you can. But when the weight is shifting, really feel that in your neurology, in your leg. It's movement meditation, right? The neurology around your ankle, your knee, your toes, your hips. Slower you move, the faster Qi moves. Really feel the biomechanics around your breathing. Inhale. Open up the diaphragm. Bring the energy in here. Now exhale. Driving the gas out of the lungs. Belly button into the heart. Emptied here. Inhale. Exhale. You can go on the Czech Institute website and buy the ruler. They have a nice wooden dowel and a poster schematic where you can go through your 100-day gong and it explains the biological oscillators and ultimately this triangle, which I equate to the primary hormonal axis, the cortisol, adrenaline, insulin. This is the antidote to the elevated stress hormones, okay? Inhale. This is what I got from Paul Chek, right? The primary hormonal pathways are adrenaline, cortisol, and insulin. If your food is off, if your fuel is off, your blood sugar can get wonky. That happens for too much time periods of stress on the human body. The body's going to break down its own tissue to feed the brain. If it's not getting the proper nutrition, the proper fuel, it'll literally break down your tissue. That is driven, that is catabolic. It is driven by cortisol, which is driven by adrenaline. If that stays elevated, you're eating the wrong things continuously, you feel like shit. That's driven by adrenaline. Eventually you will burn out. You add to it all the stressors in the environment, chemical stress, electromagnetic pollution, thermal stress, is it too hot or too cold? Physical stress, are you tired? Psychic stress, who are the people around you? And what are their thought forms? All these things affect your hormones, and this is the antidote. This harmonizes the hormones, okay? You can take my word for it, or you can research the snot out of it, okay? But medical Qigong is real. People heal their body just doing these simple movements. This may be simple, but it's extremely profound, especially if you look at your breathing mechanics. How important is oxygenating the blood? How important is oxygenating the brain? Inhale. Start to meditate on the palms of the hands. The transfer of chi electrons. The buzz in the hands. All right, let's settle into this for a few minutes. I'll stop talking. Go deep, guys. Eyes are closed or a gentle gaze on the ground. Shake that out. And also just bring the energy a little bit different. Inhale. Cultivate all that energy in the universe. Exhale. Move that through the chakra system. Inhale. So I'm going live with Doug Evans today on my Instagram. He was the founder of Organic Avenue in New York City. Then he also made a juice press and was working with farms to get their clippings for the vegetables, to juice them. I'm not sure how that company worked out, but he created a juice press. It was pretty cool. So we'll be talking about all sorts of good stuff today. I do believe we're 11 a.m. Pacific. Maybe 10 a.m. I'll check. So me and Doug Evans are live on Instagram. Certified Health Nut. We'll see if we can get the algorithms to play with us. And I'll be answering you guys' questions here. We'll do a little Q&A afterwards. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to do a little Q&A. Maybe chat with Barbero, see what he's up to. I know he's crushing it in business. He's training all you entrepreneurs out there that want to become a wellness warrior, want to change the world, help people get healthy, make an honest living, serving and helping people with organic ingredients. Nothing's more noble than that right now. Right, guys? Inhale. Helping people get healthy, cleaning out their tissues. My average client loses 25 pounds in the first 30 days. We do group cleanses every single month. We offer tremendous support in our community. The Wellness Warriors. Meet other people with like-minded. Meet other people that have changed their life. Doug Fletcher lost 75 pounds. Juicing and working with me and the ultimate lifestyle transformation, cleaning out his tissues. 75 pounds, guys, that's a lot of weight, right? Eating cleaner and greener, that's our mission. Help families. We got a Million Moms movement. This company is dominated by women who dominate the compensation plan. Inhale. The company is run by a woman president. She's been with the company 25 years. The company's been around for 30 years. Started by my business partner, David Sandoval. The Superfood King, the legacy of Ann Wigmore, the wheatgrass woman, the Hippocrates Institute, Dr. Bernard Jensen, the herbalist from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. He was left the legacy of those two people, now represented in my superfood store and the company I work with. We're looking for entrepreneurs. We're expanding all over North America. I got multiple people underneath me making 4 and 5 figures per week and per month. Making very decent numbers every single month. Getting people healthy, right? I work with a lot of health coaches, nutrition coaches, success coaches, spiritual coaches. Because if you're not getting the proper nutrition, your clients will never, ever get the results that you're trying to create for them. And if you don't lock up their options, they're going to be snacking on garbage when you're not looking. And you're going to be going over their results, their assessment, and you're going to be like, well, why aren't you hitting your mark? And if they don't tell you about mainlining their gluten or this croissant snack only once on Sunday, the thyroid is affected by gluten. A thumbnail size of gluten will affect the thyroid for up to 4 months. It's where we put people on an elimination diet. The ultimate lifestyle transformation is a fasting cleanse that breaks all food addictions. I've watched people get off addictions, alcohol, cigarettes, weed, caffeine, whatever you want to rotate off of, right? I got a girlfriend that lost 178 pounds doing it for 2 years. That's on my YouTube channel. She lost 178 pounds. Big shout out to Monica. Inhale. Exhale. And remember, you losing that type of weight, it's not always, just the physical. There is an emotional component that we protect our physiology. We protect our psychology. We try and protect ourselves by building a barrier around ourselves. So unless you go back into the emotional stuff, which is good, fasting helps you do that. Inhale. But we must go deeper. Work with some of my somatic healers. Mike Gavani, he does good work. Help you get in touch with your emotions while he's doing body talk therapy on you, right? Somatic release technique. Our issues are stored in our tissues. Or you could do this for 100 consecutive days and the rest of your life. You'll get rid of some issues. Or get right into your psychology. Confront yourself. Work with someone like Mike Gavani. Lena Sophia, I don't know where she is. She's probably in Europe. She does that type of work. I put that on my YouTube channel for you guys to see my own healing session. We've all got psychological issues. Look at how fucked up the world is. How can you compute all that information? Get with someone that's going to help you work that stuff out. Look in the mirror to see how fucked up you are, right? Look in the mirror and the toilet bowl. There's all your answers. All right, let's shake that out, guys. Ankles and toes together. Ankles and toes together. Yes, it'll throw you off balance. That's okay. Meditate on that. Externally rotate. Tuck your tail. Gentle gaze at the ground, or if that's too much for your balance, to close your eyes, just gentle gaze at the ground. Drop your shoulders, relax, tuck your tail, straight spine, going through the head. We're feeling that buzz in the hand. We're feeling the clean energy in our mind and our body. This is free energy, guys. We're cultivating free energy. When we cultivate it enough for us, we can speak it into existence for the rest of the world. 0 point technology, free energy devices, harnessing the free energy all around us. Qigong is the free energy for you to heal your human body. This is the real med bed right here. There may be some advanced technologies coming, but in the meantime, this is the ancient free energy right here. Healing energy, healing potential. Feel that energy in your hands, the pulsating frequency and buzz of the electrons in your palms of your hands. The power that made you is the power that heals you. Drop that into the dome piece. Just imagine your big fat Cadillac powered by an energy device that doesn't have lithium batteries, dragged out of the earth by slave labor, children in Africa, right? Lithium batteries that your testicles sit on top of, and it melts your testosterone, right? Those bioenergetic fields from those electric vehicles named after Tesla, that's not free energy, guys, right? That has the potential to give you more hormonal problems, erectile dysfunction. Anybody got a Tesla out there that's got erectile dysfunction, exhaustion, testosterone issues? Look no further than your electric vehicle, your hybrided vehicle. Try and stay out of your car as much as possible. Stay off your phone as much as possible. We're dropping that free energy into the dome piece. We're sweeping the body, throwing it in the garbage. The earth recycles our garbage. All right, let's do a little Q&A. See what you psycho chickens are up to. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit better. Take that free energy, make little chi balls out, pass them to other people. Or you could just heal people, right? Heal yourself. Keep doing the scan. Oh, you know what? Let's do a little side to side just because my neck needs a little bit of love. All right, we're going to be sliding down the IT bands. Make sure there's no impingements. There shouldn't be any pinches. So make the micro adjustments, either tucking your tail, pinching your glutes, lifting up your shoulders, getting your spine more straight. But don't pinch your lumbar, cervical discs. Don't pinch your hips. Don't pinch your neck or your shoulders. Right? Move around it. Open up in different ways. Make a micro adjustment for yourself. Pull your shoulders up. Leave them down. Whatever you do, make it work for you. Make the micro adjustments. You're sliding your hands down your IT bands, touching the sides of your knee. It should feel oh so good. But occasionally you get a disc impingement, and you don't want that. Ooh. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, God. I'm healing myself, guys. I'm healing myself. Oh, yeah, I'm healing myself. I feel this neurological thing that goes in my neck and it shoots down my trapezius into my shoulder. Oh, there goes my organs. Massaging my intestines. It's activating my pancreas and my spleen. It's massaging my duodenum. Duodenum. Who knows how to pronounce that? All right, shake that out. I'm here to thank you guys so much for tuning in. You know, we're in this together. We're doing this together. The Psycho Chicken leader doesn't exist in time and space if I don't have you guys. So let's do a little Q&A. See if I can entertain the souls of the peepholes. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Let me get booted up right now. I'll get you guys some good viewing pleasure. Adjust my tripods here. Go into a little Q&A. We'll bring on Barbero. He likes to talk. How do you guys like that view of Cathedral Rock? That's some big money, huh? I know. Part of the reason why I moved to Sedona is to give you guys a beautiful backdrop, right? The light's not that good on my face, but at least you guys got a beautiful backdrop. Awesome. We've been on here for almost an hour. All right, that's cool. I love you guys. Let's see if I can answer some serious, health questions. Get you guys pointed in the right direction. And so we're at Cathedral Rock. Ooh, we got some deep, deep fuckery in the skies. Look at this chemtrail action. Whoa, look at that one plane. Yeah, dude, there's nothing to see here. Yeah, there's nothing to see here. And so I saw the Science Channel thing of it one time, and they were like, oh, these particulates. Where's Cathedral Rock? Where is it? There it is. Is that it? Okay, there's Cathedral Rock in the background. Oh, you can't even see Cathedral Rock. All right, bummer. All right, let's get Instagram over here. Get you guys all booted up, and we'll go for some Q&A, baby. Who doesn't love a little bit of Q&A? Let's stump the Psycho Chicken leader. See if we can help some people. Like really, like if I'm worth my salt, right? I should be able to help some people, right? And ultimately, guys, we're all in the same boat, We're all in the same boat. All right. Is Tim Collins here? Oh my God, Tim Collins, my modeling buddy from Milan, the Bugle Boy. He was in that Ferrari commercial, Bugle Boy. And so my good friend, he's in Tennessee now, working his butt off. Super proud of Tim. He's been kicking ass for the last couple of years, staying out of trouble, and doing his best. And that's all we can do, right, guys? We're just doing our best. All right, that just ended up in the dirt. That doesn't make me more neurotic than I already am. I don't know what will. All right, let's see if we can get in some Q&A. How come I can't, oh, there, okay. There we go. We got the adjustment. I have Cathedral Rock on all the platforms. See how close we can get these together. All right, if you guys have a question on Instagram, you put it in the question mark box. There's a little circle with the question mark icon, okay? And so, and organs, and fast. Is that beef? Fast for long. Okay, let's see. Let's scroll all the way back. We're on YouTube. In your last live stream, I saw a guy creeping behind you guys. He was wearing a mask. Okay, all right, that's weird. But people are, they're capable to live their lie, right? If they're going to live their lie, then that's their free speech. That's their First Amendment. Go for it. Okay, awesome sweater, psychedelic. Can anybody see my message? Yeah, I can see your message. Troy, can you do a video explaining the yoga Eastern traditions and how to gradually come to a place where you can comfortably sit in lotus and do breath work? Okay, so I would do all sorts of hip openers, and you can get a progression, do a video explaining the yoga Eastern traditions and how to gradually come to a place where you can comfortably sit in a lotus and do breath work. Well, Hatha Yoga is the path for that, right? That's going to work. You're going to, Hatha Yoga is, I can tell you to do hip openers. You can watch YouTube videos, or you could just go to a yoga class, right? And start doing that. And so, just, go to yoga class, commit to something consistent. And so, commit to something consistent. And so, and they'll open it up. Look, I'm flexible. So I'm hyper flexible. So I'm kind of the wrong guy to ask, about, I'm the wrong guy to ask, step by step, but take yoga or watch a progression video on opening up the hips and start doing that. But you're going to have to be consistent, right? And so in anything that you do. Okay, let's see, do a video. Do you know why my spine and cranium started popping when I started with yoga and Qigong? Is it because I'm starting to get more aligned? Yes, you are. Okay, you're moving the vertebrae. The vertebrae are moving themselves, right? As you move your tissues and start to relieve your psychological issues, right? Then the vertebrae can pop. So, okay. Let's see. Do you know? I've watched some of the series. Okay. Most of these politicians don't want to hear what you have to say because they all have agendas which work with all kinds of globalists, etc. Well, that's correct. Politicians don't want to hear what I have to say because they're taking in money from these global entities, the drug cartels, illicit money that comes over the border, as well as pharmaceutical, corporate money. And the mayors up here, they get new swimming pools, or they have their businesses, they money laundering and all that stuff. And a lot of them rape children, and they film it, and they keep voting the way the globalists want them to vote because they're blackmailed. So at least that's my rudimentary understanding. I didn't want to believe it when I heard it, but the stories keep coming true. And then why does everybody not want to label GMOs or figure out the poison in the food? Why do these politicians talk out of both sides of their mouths? Yeah, we'll label them, and then they don't. And then, why are they voting for crimes against humanity? That's because they're raping little children, right? They're child trafficking. They're human trafficking. They're up to really no good, and they're intertwined with that. Some people just get a new Mercedes or a swimming pool or perks, or they go on these family vacations and all expenses paid, and they hang out. Corruption comes in many levels. Backhanded deals with business, deeds getting zoning deeds getting done with city council members and stuff like that. It's all backhanded deal. Good morning. Oh, wonderful sensei. Thank you for all the information. God bless you. I appreciate you so much. Who is that? Jim Reynolds. Good morning, family. Get your CO2 first thing in the morning. Sets your whole day. It sure does. Been a while since I have seen you. Miss your giant beard. Looking good, though. Yeah, okay. We're doing beard changes. All right, so thanks for the live stream this morning. I've been doing this with you for a good couple months, but I've missed a day here and there, so I just started again, which is all good. Good work, Johnston. Good work. Just keep going. All right, let's see if we can get to some legitimate questions here on Instagram. Okay, never push your truth on anyone else. Evil is wanting to control others, even if your truths are true. I learned the hard way. Yeah, and I speak my truth, but you're right. If my truth irks people, they can. The universe pushes back, right? Cause and effect, the natural law of cause and effect. I'll miss these mornings with Troy. Well, why are you going to miss them? I'm going to be here doing them. I've been doing Qigong with you for 2 weeks now. The past few days, my hot flashes are becoming insane. Could this be my tissues working out some issues? It could be, but there's many things that can affect the hormones. Stress is one of them. So I don't know your lifestyle, and I don't know what your diet is, Janet Taylor. But get more rest. Get more rest and see what the Qigong is speaking into you. It could be exacerbating existing issues, right? And it's maybe the hot flashes are only getting intense because you're more aware of them now. I don't know. Again, I can't assess, and if I'm not assessing, I'm guessing. So I recommend the Alexander technique for body healing, making sure your 12 meridian points are touching the floor, keeping focus. The tongue is touching the top lip. Great, Simon. That's good stuff. Yeah, Feldenkrais, Alexander technique. the actors, they study that to get your posture up so you can present, you can feel good in time and space. And it's all postural alignment. And meditations on that. So Qigong, Alexander technique, yoga, I don't care how you get into the body. Get into the body. That's what the asanas are for, to prepare to sit. There you go. Beyond some good body movement like yoga, how does one keep knees supple and healthy well into their 50s, 60s, and maybe into their 70s? So do the Qigong, especially the Zen swing. That'll mobilize the knees. And then walk backwards. Try that. Walking backwards. No plastic bottles, charcoal toothpaste, 5 Tibetans every day. 5 Tibetan rites are also very good, guys, if you want to learn something that you can be consistent with. Lots of water all adds up in helping my third eye noticeably. And so, and anyone, obviously, and now Hape. Okay, great. So, the water, okay, you got to drink pure water, but the water has to have minerals. I recommend the ionic elements from my superfood store. Or if you send us a DM, one of the team can help you. Barbero, of course, can help you. Or Eric can help you. Or if I'm in there, I'll help you as well. And so, look at Cathedral Rock back there. It looks so pretty, doesn't it? Looks so pretty. So pretty. And so let's get it in the back. There we go. And so, man, one covers it. There we go. Can have that, and then I can stand here. All right. Do you know from Original Strength, Tim from Original Strength, his movements are so complementary to yours and Paul Chek's? Original Strength. I know some of the guys, I think Strength Project. I'm not sure. If that's my friend Tim, I don't know. There's a guy, an anthropologist. He's a hobbyist anthropologist. His name's Tim, and he went through the keto and carnivore and lifted weights and does some samurai stuff, and he builds sandcastles, and I don't know, but that guy's pretty wild and super nerdy, and I really love him. His writing is so powerful. What the hell is his name? Urban Primal or something like that. I'm not sure if that's Tim from the Strength Project. Dream affirmative choices all day. There you go, Steve Toth in the house. I'm taking my Pure and Free sample table to a gun show this weekend. Should be fun. Steve Toth in the house. Awesome. Good work. Yeah, and get all the guns and ammo that you possibly can stock up on, because it's getting weird out there. Go Wellness Wars. Anthony Zerby in the house. Taught him some Qigong back in the day. And anyways, Anthony lost a whole bunch of weight. High school buddy. And his brother, I think, has been running for years. Ultra runner as well. And anyways, super proud of Anthony. He lost a bunch of weight. And I don't know how much I helped him, because I think his brother helped him a lot. And then there's Tim Collins. The Gun Show. Yeah, bring the greens down to the Gun Show. That's great. Steve Toth over here on Facebook. I'm blasted by EMF work situation. Oh, I feel sorry for you there, Michael Ryan. Troy, what are your thoughts on high CO2? I don't understand that. My favorite red-pilled health nut. Okay, there you go. And I'm red-pilled. Qigong with Troy in my office. I love it. How many days in a row? You get to 100, brother? Jesse, I am on day 85, I do believe. I've been consistent. Oh, Michael Holloman was there. Look, a bunch of my modeling buddies are still over on the Facebook. All right. Someone asks, oh, my God, from the Ukraine. How are you guys doing over there in the Ukraine? Kristenke Den? Hey, how are you guys doing over there? Because we get all the fake news over here, so we don't really know what's going on except for the globalists and NATO, and we can only surmise or, guess what's going on over there, because everything through the news is fake and lies, and obviously having bombs dropped on you is real, but, prayers to all the people in the UK, prayers to all the people on the planet, because the potential for that fuckery to come right in your neck of the woods is It's always here, especially with Trudeau playing all the games with the forced vaccination situation. And so, yeah. Okay, going back over to the questions over here. And I'm live today on Instagram with Doug Evans from Organic Avenue, the founder of Organic Avenue. Fixing posture after medical trauma, nerve damage, best treatment. Well, I mean, best treatment is just going to be my opinion. Everybody's going to have their opinion. But Qigong, first of all, find yourself a Czech practitioner. I recommend Jonathan Tanksley in Colorado. Jonathan Tanksley in Colorado. Contact him for fixing posture after medical trauma. Nerve damage, best treatment. Find a Czech practitioner, L. Frank 772. Jonathan Tanksley, Alex and Sarah Gustafson in Austin. They're high-level Czech practitioners. Ashley Mazurik she's in Florida. Dan Hellman might be able to help you as well. I mean, JP Sears is high-level, but he's not doing assessments anymore, postural alignment. He's doing jokes, which is working with the psychology of the human mind, which is now Paul Chek's totem pole hierarchy of needs. The dove sits on top of it, which is thought. And so JP Sears is doing the best job as a Czech practitioner, right? Because he's working with the human mind. He's disrupting. Big shout out to Bart Bridge making these hats for me. And so, yeah, JP Sears, he's going to work with the mind. But fixing posture after medical trauma, go on the Czech Institute website, contact the Czech Institute, see if they have a Czech 3 practitioner or higher for your neck of the woods. See if you can get a recommendation. Otherwise, find Jonathan Tanksley in Colorado. And Tanksley, I'm not sure if he's on social media or not. He is on, just look for him. My friends list on Facebook. Jonathan Tanksley. And so, all right, that fashion accoutrement didn't work. Looking in the black mirror, I can tell, didn't work. All right, back to the drawing board on my fashion. Okay, big shout out to Danny over there at Creature World for this psychedelic sweatshirt. And big shout out to Cathedral Rock behind us. Hey, Lauren Katua, how's it going? And so, okay, so where are we? Fix the posture. If you need real high-level stuff and people looking and assessing your biomechanics, and then they're going to strengthen and stretch the area that is most injured so it gets mobile. And even if you've got pins and needles, like Rhino Hughes, you've got major motocross injuries, you got pins and needles and titanium rods in you and stuff, all this Qigong stuff works. So do your exercises on your Swiss ball, and do your Qigong and your yoga and your ice baths, and you'll fix everything, right? You can fix everything holistically. I'm here to tell you. And that's your journey of becoming, right? It's not about healing it tomorrow. It's who you become, the character that you develop. All right, next question. Okay. The man in the pink has homosexual movements. Is that intentional for Pride Month? The man in the pink has homosexual movements. Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure what that means, but if that's me, right, we all are the sum total of the all. And if you deem something homosexual, I'm sure I have that element in me. I think we all do. And so if you're calling me a fag, I mean, that's a good one, right? And I don't identify as a homosexual. but I may look like one. In your mind, is that intentional for Pride Month? No, we're not intentionally. We're all Pride Month is every month over here at Certified Health Nut. We celebrate the human expression. We just ask that you don't put you don't shove your genitalia on anyone else, especially children, right? Or your sexual preference. You don't really talk to about children. They're still developing their mind and they don't fully understand it. And if you're confused, then they'll be confused. So you don't want to do that, right? You don't want to fuck up any kids. And so, I'm not wearing pink today, so I'm not sure if you're trying to identify me. And so we're doing a Q&A over here on the old social media platforms. Immature masculinity. Okay, all right. And so thank you for everything you do for us. You're welcome, Lala. Character development is key. That's correct. Been trying Qigong in the infrared sauna. Okay, that's like a double whammy. That works. And so craniosacral therapy is an amazing treatment. Yes, well, we didn't get into manual therapy. We just wanted to assess the brother's biomechanics and see where he's at. And so, Jonathan Tanksley, for all your postural alignment and advanced Czech practitioner tools. I think his marketing is he gets people to avoid surgery and stand on Swiss balls within 6 months, and then or stand on a Swiss ball post-surgery within 6 months. All right, he's pretty confident with his work and his assessment. So, but it's going to be a process. You're not going to hire some fucked up trainer hack that's going to not know what the fuck he's doing. Like, you're going to have to go and assess your whole posture alignment, all your posture. Paul Chek invented calipers that tell the sag of your clavicle to look at your aging, right? Because aging is hunched over. And so they're going to assess. There's Czech 3 practitioners, over 300 assessments. So they're going to look where your head, if you got forward head posture, pelvic tilt, they're going to look at your ankle knee alignment. It's deep, guys. This isn't child's play. And so, Jonathan Tanksley, I heard, is on Facebook. I knew a person who religiously practiced urine therapy and could not get rid of a urinary tract infection. Might this be? The thing about urine therapy is I don't know what they're promising when they're teaching it. I don't know what they're promising when they teach it. Okay, the man in the pink has homosexual movements. Is that intentional for Pride Month? I think you may be talking about Barbero. Barbero, are you doing homosexual movements? This guy typed this in 3 times. All right, next question. Let's go. Okay. Do you like the NFL and what team are you? No, I don't give organized sports and media much attention. I like the UFC a little bit because it's real primal, and I like high performance athletes. So I don't like NFL. I mean, sure, I did once upon a time. O.J. Simpson and the Steelers winning the Super Bowls in the 70s and stuff like that. But I don't watch that stuff right now. I mean, it's all steroided out. It's all fake athleticism. Shitty sponsors, predictive programming, Super Bowl Satan worshiping. Fuck all that shit, man. Don't waste your precious moments watching all this gladiator sports and stuff. And so I'm going to let Facebook go. Love you guys. Okay. Drinking your piss is ridiculous. Not a primal about it. Changed my mind. I'm not interested in changing your mind. Is Kundalini yoga the best yoga ever? Okay. Sure. I mean, if that's the way you want to look at it. I think it's all good. Anyways, how to fix chronic stress and anxiety. Fine-tune your diet, optimize your sleep hygiene, and lower your stress levels, and do this Qigong. David Murray. So send me a DM, do my ultimate lifestyle transformation. That's going to dial in your nutrition. You're going to feel and look better. Then you're going to do Qigong consistently for 100 days straight. And we're going to work on your sleep, but that's going to be worked on with the 30-day ultimate lifestyle transformation automatically. And the Qigong, waking up at sunrise, is going to put you into bed earlier. We're going to take all the electronics out of your room. We're going to make sure there's not a cell phone tower outside of your house, and you're not being poisoned by mold, right? So that's how you fix chronic stress. You could be next to a cell phone tower and not even know it, or they could have one on your roof, right? The apartment building you're living in. And you could be mold poisoned. You could be poisoning yourself with your own Wi-Fi routers. There could be way too many. There could be a 5G tower right outside your window. You don't even know it. You'll be missed at Qigong Day 101. I'll be here. I'm going to be doing this for a long time. All right. So somebody Alipause is answering Anai Beltran. It depends. It's personal choice. It's direct experience. Try different styles and see what works for you. I know a lot of people that like Kundalini, but don't get caught up in all the Kundalini dogma, right? I mean, you're going to start wearing a turban. I like the work ethic of the Sikhs. I like the breathing of the Sikhs. The vegan diet sucks ass. I mean, I've seen a lot of problems. I think if you've got all the practices on lockdown and you're being a perfect Sikh, that vegetarian diet may work for you. You're doing your breath work, you're doing your meditation. But what happens with spiritual practices is people wax and wane, and they go and it works for them for a little while, and then they get into something else, or their life changes, but they're still wearing the turban, or they're doing some practice of it, or they made those the Sikh vows, and they got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And I see this in LA. People are trying to live the Sikh lifestyle, but they also want to be fabulous in their yoga pants and all that other stuff. And so it ends up being a mixed bag, right? And so take what's useful, discard the rest, But again, it's like, what philosophies of the Kundalini religion are you adopting? Are you doing your breath work every day? For how many years, right? Or have you dropped out of that? Are you eating the vegan or vegetarian diet? Is that working for you? Are you waking up at 4 a.m. and doing sadhana? What is your bhakti? What is your service? It's just like people get into the surface level of yoga and then they ask, is this the best one? Well, definitely, if you want to activate higher levels of consciousness through breath work, that's great. But here's the thing. I work with the Maori, and Gurmukh took all her students, this was in the early 2000s, that wanted to get into birthing and fertility and have a Maori healing. And I witnessed a lot of Kundalini people in LA come up there, and they were rife with entity possession. So if you're opening yourself up to psychedelic breathing, and you're opening yourself up to these channels, that's why working with a shaman is a good idea. When you're doing psychedelics, and you want to be very mindful of what you're doing. And so just don't do things willy-nilly. And so because you can get entity possessions, and I've witnessed exorcisms by the Maoris, and I watched a lot of mental illness around the Kundalini crew. And so, and look, I love Guru Singh. I love Dr. Harhari Khalsa. I love Guru Prem. Guru Prem's fit as fuck at 60 plus years. He's got 6-pack abs, and he probably adopts the vegetarian lifestyle. I know Dr. Harhari expanded beyond that, and he studied with Yogi Bhajan for like 40 years. And I also look, if it resonates with you and you want to put on a turban and do all that stuff, great. But then again, if you don't want to wear the turban, watch what you cherry pick in that religion, right? Because the religion's going to work if you put all the accoutrements together. And so I hope that answers your question. What's a good way to start weight loss and fitness journey? Mary Westerlund, you need to talk to my team, and we've got a path for you. My average client loses 25 pounds in the first 30 days. And we have to assess your fitness level and your available energy before we prescribe as CHEK practitioners any kind of exercise program. In the meantime, walking is the best exercise. Get out there and just walk. Do the Qigong in the morning, walk to work, etc. Get a bicycle. Those are low impact for sure. Send us a DM. And my star sign, I'm a Capricorn with the Aries rising and a Libra rising and Aries moon. And so you're welcome, Anai. Good to see you. I hope I sounded your name properly. I know the French are particular about pronunciation. And so, Anai, I think that's your name. Okay, Bhajan was an abuser. So, all right, so then we start getting deeper into the religious politics of stuff. Yogi Bhajan, had sex with young girls. And I don't know. I don't know if any of that's true. Supposedly it's in the biographies or something like that. Any advice for holding excess fat in the legs? Yeah. So everyone can do good on my my cleanse program, my nutritional kit, the ultimate lifestyle transformation. Do it at least twice a year to keep cleaning out the organs, and the body will optimize itself when you give it the proper environment. And we figure out the best exercise program for you. Fat in legs, inadequate choline. Well, there you go from the nutritionist, Nikki, that definitely knows her stuff when it comes to nutrition. And so choline, then you want to bump up your saturated fats and the sinew in your meats, right? And liver. Look, liver and superfoods and basic paleo-esque kind of diet is going to heal you from most everything, right? Here goes the opinions now. Stop sugar, carbs, make it easy, meats, fish, and eggs. Correct, but if we're not talking about high quality, that person's going to go out and buy commercial eggs, commercial meats, and they're going to be continuously poisoning themselves. So the conversation is about quality. Guys, if you guys want to ask questions, put them in the question mark box. Okay, here we go. Fee Madonna is, I will be in Sedona all these dates. I would like to meet you and wanted to know if you will be doing any retreats or if doing these lives, may I attend? If I'm doing the lives, yes, of course, you can always attend. Today we're at the Mystic Trail as the sun comes over the horizon. And if I have events, I will let everybody know on social media. And so I appreciate you, F.I.M. Madonna. And so, yeah, let's stay in touch. Send me a direct message and I will get right back to you guys. And so, okay, which sex positions for men do you stimulate our movement of chi in our body the most? I don't know. I mean, how many positions can you do as a man? Maybe the one you feel strongest or most vulnerable in. I don't know, because if you feel the strongest, that could be too dominating. Maybe you got to open up and be more vulnerable. So it's different for each person. So good question, Elias. But yeah, it's different for most people. You got to find what works for you. Okay. Let's see. We got, where did you get your jumper from? I got it from Danny at Creature World. Danny at Creature World. He's an artist that I met at the Gary V. Maybe this guy should just talk. Hello, how's it going out there in cyberspace? What are you psycho chickens up to? Okay, all right, let's see. Let's get some more questions here. Where'd you get your jumper from? Yeah, we got that from Creature World. Okay, more questions here. Yo, dude, why are you ignoring me? Dude, don't troll me, bro. First of all, if you try and say I'm ignoring you, I'll put you on live right now. And then, see, the thing about the social media is people like to talk shit, but then when in the typing, but as soon as I want to put them on camera, they shut the fuck up, right? So if you'd like to come on camera, just press that button, bro. And so I'm not ignoring you. I forget what your question was. Do you believe skeletal alignment translates into financial success based on chakral alignment? Okay. No. Because remember, out of shape people are also wealthy and have financial success. I think to keep it long-term and not burn out and not have a disease, it's always a good idea to adopt the holistic lifestyle once you have the money or before you have the money. And having the holistic lifestyle and proper alignment and real integrity, literally and figuratively, is only going to help you in business, in financial success. So I hope that answers your question, brother. But, anytime anyone wants to challenge me and maybe ask me questions about homosexual stuff or talk shit or whatever, pop right on the live, man. That's like high entertainment, right? But most people are chicken. Most people just talk shit and are just chicken to come on live. Is urine therapy still a part of your daily routine? Why or why not? Yeah, I snort it most days. I haven't been drinking it for the last couple of about a month. And, I had this tooth worked on, and I think they gave me a round of antibiotics. And normally I don't do it, but this time I was like, there's so much fuckery in our society. And I was like, all right, let me try it. And let me see if these antibiotics can knock out any dormant viruses, or let's see what happens. And so I think I took 1 or 2 pills, and then I was like, nah, fuck that shit. I'm not taking the antibiotics. This shit's going to be harder to chelate out of my body. And so I changed my mind. But in the meantime, talking about urine therapy, maybe we can do some right now. In the meantime, what happened was I went off the urine therapy because I was on medical drugs. Yeah. All right. Yeah, urine therapy. I like getting it in my eyes. How's that for some psycho chicken shit? Right on live TV with Troy Casey, certified health nut, Braxton Shivambu. Oh yeah, I like it topically too. Aged urine. Put it on the head. Snort it up there. Get some extra boogers out of there. Okay, there goes your urine therapy for the day. All right, does somebody want to come on and challenge me? I love it. I just sent a live request. Here we go. Maybe you don't want to challenge me. Maybe you just want to chat. I'm cool with that. Okay, let me answer this question, then I'm going to bring you on. Do you still continuously include power shakes daily? I've had a power shake daily. Been off the urine therapy for drinking it, but I've been snorting it. So I'm still doing urine therapy, but I'm not drinking it as much. But I've been having a green drink every day for pretty much 8 years. 8 years. Okay, let's bring this brother on. Let's see what's happening. Big Appa 98. Here we go. please make sure that you're facing the camera, that everyone can see your face. And then, hey, bro, how's it going?
How's it going, man? How are you?
Hey, good to hear you on here. And yeah, feel free to ask me any questions. I know that you were talking about Barbaro doing some homosexual movements.
Yeah, so I mean, the reason why I was asking about that was just because I know that different sexual energies, they tend to like express themselves in different ways. So you have like different ethnicities from different cultures that like dance in like different types of ways and express themselves like that. So I mean, that's just what I kind of saw from that. And I was just asking because I mean, it is Pride Month. So I was just wondering if you were doing it.
Yeah, well, God bless you for...
Reason or not.
Yeah, totally. God bless you for answering that question. It's a valid question. I think all questions are valid. I get a little too used to the peanut gallery and the trolls trying to egg me on to get me, animated and stuff. So I understand.
I love your content, man. I love your content. I like Paul Check. I like Elliot Host, man. I'm with you guys. I love your content.
Awesome. So I just like to say this. Tell me your name again.
It's Dominic Lee.
Awesome, Dominic. Great to meet you, brother. And thanks for coming on. So I like to say, so for everyone out there, is your content this or that? Ultimately, I like to think that I am practicing no mind, right? I like to not think about as much stuff. I've adopted enough practice to where I've become whatever I am and whatever I'm expressing in the moment. But ultimately, I like to have the no mind and empty. And if things are getting expressed, yeah, but there's not a lot of, I'm going to do this here right now. Like I'll do Qigong, but the movements that come out that day, I don't think about it, right? And so kind of the no mind element, which is real Paul Chek-esque, especially if you go to Zen in the Garden. And so Dominic, where do you live and what's going on in your neck of the woods? And how long you been following Paul's and Elliot's work?
Yeah, I live in South Korea, Seoul, South Korea right now. I came here to be a model. I was modeling in Seattle. And, I got an opportunity here. And, I started following Elliot when he was starting to do, like, his bioenergetic, like, cathartic release type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I really liked that, right? So I started doing that. But one thing that, like, I also asked you in the question box was whether you think, like, skeletal alignment has to do with financial success, because I realized that I do have like a certain twist in my spine. I have a slight scoliosis, and I think that's from me like playing the violin. That's
not gonna hinder your money-making potential. Look at Stephen Hawking's. He's basically an invalid and talks through a computer, and I'm sure his money-making potential wasn't thwarted at all. Sorry, did I cut out? Look at Stephen Hawking's.
Yeah, just a little bit, huh?
Yeah, look at Stephen Hawking's. I'm sure he was filthy rich by the time he died, and he was an invalid and talked through a computer. So I don't think that theory. And also, Dominic, don't look for problems to define where you're at. Figure out the heart's desire, program the mind. Fuck. God damn it. Jesus Christ, these fucking phones are fucking up. Shit, I lost my train of thought. So,
Stephen Hawking's.
Well, Stephen Hawking's, he obliterates that theory because he couldn't even walk, doesn't have a spine, and talks through a computer, and his money-making potential was huge. I think my phones are melting down because the sun's coming out. But I wanted to leave you with this. Let's not look at for all the problems or solutions or maybe, hey, this is for that. Align yourself with a holistic lifestyle, because you're going to need that for your dream. Your dream and your legacy is in your heart's desire. Figure out what the heart's desire wants and then program the mind. The mind is a tool, and go out there and create anything that you want. You want to be a successful model in Korea? Get your end result in mind. and then look in the mirror for exactly where you're at today. That will create tension. By law, tension must be resolved. So don't let go of your dream and don't bullshit yourself. Have that dream and start moving in the direction. What I realized in the modeling industry, because I got into it, was I thought it was good for money. But that was the worst thing to get involved with it, because the money comes and goes and you may or may not get it. And a lot of homosexuals may want to have sex with you and you might not want that. And that may be your ticket to advance. And so I don't know how the industry is now, but that's the way it was when I was into it. And I didn't want to play those games. Money came and went. It wasn't that great. But I didn't know what my heart was. I didn't know what my legacy was. And so I was just following money, and that made me miserable. And so truly do the first chapter of my book and figure out what the heart desires. Write your eulogy, write your tombstone. Figure out what the heart desires, the dream and the legacy that you want to leave here. And then you're unstoppable. And then send me a DM too, because my son wants to come over there and visit Seoul. He's Korean. And I think his mom wants him to do a little acting and modeling too. So maybe you can show him the ropes. How long are you going to live over there for, Dominic?
Just an indefinite period. Yeah, I mean, I'm just modeling. Whenever I'm not like getting gigs too often, like when it's not Fashion Week or whatnot, I'm just doing subtitle work for English. But yeah, I'm tied to YGK Plus, which is it's a great modeling agency over here. But I mean, they're looking for like half white, half Asian kids all the time, man.
So send me that information right away. Connect with me on the DMs, and maybe we'll put you on the phone with little Troy, and you can coach him on what it's like over there. I'm sure he'd be very interested in meeting you. Where are you from originally, Dominic?
Seattle, Washington.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, send me a DM and I'll connect you to Troy. Yeah, he'd love to talk to you, Dominic.
Yeah, either way, man, I'm not a troll. I'm just really, really deep into like Elliot Holst and like all of his phases, because he was getting very spiritual at one point, and he was like talking about like to release sexual energy in your hips. He was talking about like really just thrusting his hips in a pillow to release like sexual tension, right? And like that expresses itself in different ways, and especially with modeling, I mean, we're like moving our bodies in a ways to like look a certain way in the camera, right? So I mean, I just kind of realized that people like move their hands in a different type of way, and like I see that not in like a judgmental way, because I would judge myself at first in the camera. Like I'd be like, man, like I look a certain type of way, like why does this move look exaggerated, right? And then so I would get like my bones checked, and I realized I did have like a little tilt in my spine, but I mean, like, okay, then maybe I can work around that. Maybe I can work like the left part of my obliques, right? Because my like spine is curved and like a different type of way to kind of get it straight. Or maybe it's just like I should just kind of just whatever. It's just like that's just who I am. But I mean, like, I'm very keen on movement. That's just why I asked that. I wasn't like trying to be like a troll or anything. I love Paul Check, man. I love all the diet stuff, all of that.
Yeah, and so forgive me if I was a little presumptuous.
No, man, I love you, man. You're a good guy. You're dope. I love all your stuff, man. I love all your political content. You're full of energy. I like you, man.
Well, thanks, Dominic. The thing I have to say about, and this is what I was trying to say later, when you start reading into everything a little too much, let all that stuff go. Paul Chek's going to teach you the mind of no mind. Let it all go, of modeling, of posture, of everything. Find the movements that you like. Find your heart's desire and watch what shows up in the present moment and be present with it. If we're judging it or thinking about it as any one thing or not thing, or is it this or is it that, or is it, it doesn't matter. It's just what it is in the moment. And the second you start defining it and giving linguistic terms to it, it takes away from the experience. And so heart's desire, movement that you like, it looks like you've got a good holistic lifestyle. You appear to be healthy to me, just in the rudimentary look at you. And so keep going in the directions of your dream and let all the other noise and the bullshit fall away, my brother. The mind of no mind.
I appreciate that, man.
Okay, I look forward to seeing that message, and the sun's melting us right now. I'll see you soon, brother. God bless you.
For sure. Okay, you too.
Awesome. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you so much. Let me see if I can take this over into the shade for 1 second and see. Thanks, guys, for being on the YouTube as well. And so whatever you do, do it with passion. Okay, focusing on problem just causes problems. Yeah, we got to watch the neurosis. And I got to watch my presumptive attitude when people start asking me challenging questions. And it's like I start treating them like a troll as well. And so we always get to work on fine-tuning our stuff, right? And so when did Stephen die? Thanks. Have tried Cameron Day and Eric Rains stuff, but he always knows more. Who died? Okay. I need to go throw up now. Wow, you just totally lost me by drinking your own piss. Sorry. Okay. Sandra Rolas has a meditation that allow you to release cords and implants. I feel she was divinely inspired to create karma cleaning. Very powerful. Karma clearing. I need to throw up now. Yeah, I've been doing urine therapy. Don't take the piss, Troy. Look, I've been doing urine therapy for a long time. Discuss. What did I miss? No mind, nice. Okay, I think it caused tendonitis, forcing the chi too hard up into the head. Burning 100% wax candles, good or bad? Oh my God. I started doing deep breathing while getting inspired by you. Haha. Awesome. Truth, goodness, and beauty. How did that happen? Okay. All right, guys, I gotta go. I love you so much. See you soon.